Hi everyone, thanks for joining. We're going to go live in just a moment with Tot Squad. Hi Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. That was easy. We
Yes.
seamlessly got on here today, which is always great.
Yes.
Great. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, while people take a minute to join, we'll just do quick introductions. So our Goodbye Gear audience may be familiar with me by now. My name is Maddie. I'm the brand communications lead at Goodbye Gear, and I have done a few Instagram lives with different experts. And today we are talking to Lisa about educational toys for 2-year-olds. Lisa is with us through a partnership with Tot Squad. So Lisa, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for having me as part of your thing over here. It's amazing. My
Or
name is Lisa Perez. I am the Center Director at Brella Playa Vista. And it's a little bit about me. I've been in the early education world for, oh my goodness, I'm going to age myself now, almost like 18 years or so. Yeah.
that's amazing. Okay, great. Well, we'll just jump right into it. I'm really excited to discuss this topic with you. Obviously, a lot of our followers and audience have kiddos around this toddler and 2-year-old age. So to kick it right off, I'm curious if you can share, like, what should parents look out for a 2-year-old in terms of what should they know academically? What are the main milestones parents should keep an eye
Yes.
out? And just like, what's the benchmark that we're starting with before we get into toys?
Of course, 2-year-olds, that's one of my favorite age groups because they are, fully on toddler stage now. They kind of outgrew the infant stage. We're into exploring. So there's going to be a lot of milestones that they're going to be achieving. One of them being social emotional. There's going to be the cognitive, aspect of it too. The fine motor, the gross motor, like the climbing, which we know toddlers can climb up a storm as well. And the cognitive development. And some of the cognitive milestones are there's as simple as counting to 10, and like I do with I started with my son when he was 2, going up the stairs, we would count the stairs. It's simple as that, as well patterning, like red blue, and what comes next type of thing. A little bit about that, and really exploring cause and effect. They start that a little bit in the infant side, when they're in their high chair and they see they drop their bottle and they look at you, and then the cause and effect is you're going to pick it up and bring it back up.
Mm.
A little bit about that, but now they're exploring it on their own as well. So those are some of the major milestones your 2-year-old be exploring.
That's great. That's really helpful. And so there's obviously a reason that we're talking about toys and
Yes.
2-year-olds. So can you kind of explain what a learning toy is and why this is a good stage to start introducing those?
Yeah, learning toys can literally be anything around you. It doesn't always have to be store-bought. That's one of the main things we love to do here at Brella as well, is learning through our environment. We really focus on, the environment being our third teacher. And I do this at home as well with my child, and I encourage all parents to do with their children too. A spatula can be a toy. A remote control. We all know remote controls are always a big toy there. An empty box, anything that's really open-ended can be a learning toy. Literally putting their, anything that they can grasp. We could do pots and pans and some, some wooden spoons there too. A little bit about that. Some mud, always a lot of the sensory stuff, anything they can really feel and touch as well.
I love that, especially as Goodbye Gear. We obviously have a big focus on sustainability and reusing
Yes.
items. So I think that's a good reminder that you also don't always need to be
Yeah,
purchasing secondhand toys. You can just find items that are already in your house, and just
exactly.
know children will turn anything into a toy if they of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So whether they're using, a toy or what you just mentioned of like kind of a makeshift item, what are the main benefits of children using these items as educational toys at age point?
Yeah, of course. A lot of it is learning as they're exploring. Exploring is a big, big aspect of it, and really making lifelong connections with material stuff. And that's why using sustainable items and recycled art as well, like a toilet paper roll, can become an arts and crafts. It could be a telescope. Using sustainable items as well. And really, a lot of it too is like, getting dirty. Getting dirty is a big way of learning as well. And not just that, but really making connections with children. It could be a parent, it could be a caretaker, like a nanny, it could be a grandparent, an uncle, an aunt. Making connection during those play times as well, and just be like, how does that feel? And like, those are the real big moments.
That's great. And that kind of sparked something when you're talking about kind of getting messy and, stimulation and all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Do you have any additional tips for keeping 2-year-olds entertained or stimulated? And especially probably safely so they're not running all over the house, and keeping them entertained yet contained at the same time.
Yeah. And that a lot, I would say, is a lot of engagement. Being there with the child. I know sometimes as working parents, guilty myself, it is so hard for us to like slow down sometimes. Get on the floor with them, ask open-ended questions with them, build rocket ships with them, and then ask for the process. Oh, what do you think can be next? Those are the learning moments that will definitely help out. It's really engagement, really asking open-ended questions. Magnet tiles are a big one, blocks, anything that they can build. Train tracks, where do you think they're going now? Oh, after this, do you think they're going to go to the store? Where, a lot of times they go to Disneyland or anything like that. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. That's really helpful. And that kind of reminded me with the blocks and the trains. I know the magnet tiles are really popular at Goodbye Gear. For parents who do want to purchase educational toys, is there anything you recommend that they look out for in particular when they're shopping for those items?
Yeah. Patterning is a big one. Love Every has a good like mosaic button board as well. It helps with, their fine motor skills. It helps with like the math skills and cognitive development as well, because they're focusing on making patterns as well. Legos are a good one as well too. I always say, try not to use the booklets. Try to, have them, make their own creations too. Obviously for a little older kids, but you can get like the Duplo box or a little bigger too, and, less of a choking hazard for these 2-year-olds too. Anything with emotions or like colors, books. I'm big on books. Books are a great learning tool because you can ask so many questions, and the repetition of books is so important as well.
Great. For 2-year-olds, are there certain books you should keep an eye out for? I know there's like longer, shorter ones, some that make sounds, don't. Are there any in particular that are above and beyond for that age group?
Oh my goodness, there's so many amazing books out there. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Social and emotional books are like my favorite, especially for 2-year-olds, helping them recognize their feelings and feeling in others as well. I think that is the key, recognizing, how you're feeling, recognize how others are feeling. So anything regarding like social and emotional aspect of it with books is amazing.
Okay, that's really helpful because I know the world of books is just endless. So that's great.
There's so many.
Great. And then I know you mentioned Love Every. That's a really popular brand and one that Goodbye Gear parents love in particular. Are there any other brands or types of toys that you recommend in particular?
Oh my goodness. Magnetic tiles are a huge hit. Doesn't have to be like the actual magnet tile brand. It could be the Picasso ones as well. I think those are always a big hit. Wooden blocks, just simple wooden blocks, balancing rocks as well. Those are all amazing toys too.
Okay, great. Thank you. That is really helpful. And I think that covers the majority of our questions. Is there anything else you want to add around this topic in particular, or just kind of a good starting point for parents whose their children may have just entered this age and aren't really sure where to start?
Yeah, I say enjoy it. Enjoy it. 2-year-olds are amazing, and the world is their oyster. They're little sponges. They're observing everything that you bring to them. Really remember to slow down. Slow down, get on the floor with them, play, read with them, make everything a learning experience. Really about narrating everything around them and having them try to narrate back, or having them, even if it's a little bit of the babble, just be like, that's very interesting. Can you show me what that looks like? Asking open-ended questions, providing open-ended play, a cardboard box, like an Amazon box. We all get those Amazon boxes. Open it up, let them color it up, let them paint it, let them destroy it. Those are amazing open-ended play. You know, as you guys are going for a walk, you know, what can we find? Oh, we found a great walking stick. You know, wonder what else we can find. Count the flowers around you. Ooh, let's maybe collect some leaves and see what we can, you know, do with them at home. It's really, really important to slow down and really engage with our children. That is the biggest thing. Get on the, you know, floor and really relive your own childhood through your children as well. I know a lot of stuff sometimes we get caught up in buying like all these amazing toys, because trust me, there's so many amazing toys that I wish I had when I was little. And I'm like, oh, I want this for him, you know, I want this for her. But really what they need is time with us as parents. I always say, like, their childhood is very short. Their adulthood is for the rest of their lives. So it is very important to take advantage of this age. And 2-year-olds are amazing.
That's just such a great reminder to just slow down and spend that quality time. We all know it goes so quickly. So great.
For sure.
Thank you so much. I wanted to share with everyone who is listening, a lot of the toys and brands that Lisa just mentioned, we currently have in our holiday gift guides, and a great time to shop secondhand for the holidays. Anyone with nationwide shipping can order between now and December 9th to make sure you get your toys in time for the holidays. But I just love Lisa's reminder that you can create toys for your kiddos out of anything. That's wonderful. And then Lisa, did you want to share anything else in terms of where our listeners can find you?
Yes, please find us on social, on Instagram and Facebook at Hello Brella. Our website too is hellobrella.com. You can find all of our amazing, you know, information on a little bit about our curriculum and new locations opening up as well, and a little bit of our teachers and, you know, everything that's going on with us too. Social is a great way for us to connect as well. So please follow us on Instagram at Hello Brella.
And Lisa, where are you currently located?
I am at the Brella Playa Vista location here in California.
Great. Thank you today. We really appreciate it. And I know this is definitely helpful for our audience.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Of
Hope
course.
to see you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.